My name is Carla. I'm standing outside the opulent Evergreen Manor, the venue of my sister Lily's wedding. I'm wearing a dress that cost me a fortune, and yet I'm not allowed to enter. A staff member, looking at his tablet with a frown, tells me, "I'm sorry, ma'am. Your name isn't on the guest list." It's not an oversight. It's a painful message years in the making. My mother, Vivian, emerges from the reception area, clad in an elegant purple gown. Her expression remains cold as I call out, "Mom, they can't find my name." She approaches slowly, as if I've inconvenienced her. "Did you really think you were invited?" She says calmly. "You're not family, Carla. You're the designer. You've done your part." I feel a strange sense of release, not a break, but a letting go. "Then I'll live like a designer," I say softly. Unpaid, of course. I turn and walk away, passing by the beautiful signage and decorations I've created with so much love and effort. As I make my way to the parking lot, the weight of years of neglect and emotional exclusion hits me. It wasn't a single moment that made me an outsider in my own family. It was a slow, gradual process. Growing up, I always knew Lily was the center of our world. She was the charming and outgoing one, while I was the quiet, artistic child. My mother, Vivian, was a successful businesswoman with high standards. She doted on Lily, taking her to fancy events and introducing her as the future of the family business. Meanwhile, I spent my time in my room, drawing and dreaming. My father, Henry, was a kind-hearted professor. He was the only one who saw my potential. He framed my first drawing and hung it on the wall. But when he passed away in a car accident when I was 15 and Lily was 18, everything changed. My mother's attention became even more focused on Lily. She enrolled Lily in expensive courses and took her on business trips. I, on the other hand, worked hard in school and got a scholarship to the prestigious Art Institute of Chicago. When I told my mother the news, her only question was, "Is there any money in it?" After graduation, I landed an entry-level job at a design firm and worked my way up to lead designer. I still called home regularly and visited during holidays, but every conversation would quickly turn to Lily. When I got promoted at 32, my mother said, "Lily's thinking of starting her own business." When Lily got engaged to Ethan, a wealthy heir, my mother went into full-blown wedding planning mode. She curated the guest list like a royal event. Lily asked me to help with the design, saying, "You're good at this stuff. Maybe you can do the invitations and all that." I agreed, hoping that if I created something truly spectacular, they would finally see me as a part of the family. I designed everything from the invitations with custom calligraphy to the seating charts and the wedding website. I covered many of the costs myself to ensure everything was perfect. As the wedding approached, I noticed small signs of my exclusion. I wasn't listed on the family section of the wedding website. When I asked Lily about it, she said it was an oversight and that it didn't really matter. I received no invitation in the mail, but I assumed it was just a mix-up. When I was finalizing the seating chart, I realized I wasn't assigned a seat. When I asked Lily, she said she thought I'd be too busy helping with the setup. I bought an emerald green dress that matched the wedding colors and found a beautiful wedding gift. I wanted to blend in, to feel like I belonged. On the morning of the wedding, I arrived at the venue early, carrying a tote full of supplies. The event manager, Sarah, seemed surprised to see me. She thought I was working remotely. I just wanted to double-check the decorations, but I felt like an outsider in the space I'd created. I tried to see Lily before the ceremony, but my mother stopped me, saying Lily was too stressed and didn't need any distractions. I watched Lily walk down the aisle on my mother's arm, looking radiant. My mother cried, something she'd never done for my achievements. After the ceremony, during the cocktail hour, when I tried to enter the reception, I was turned away. And that's how I ended up here, outside the venue, feeling like a stranger in my own family. I called my friend Maya, and she came to pick me up. She didn't ask many questions, just hugged me tightly. Back at her place, she made me tea and let me process my emotions. I decided to see a therapist, Dr. Grace. She told me that what I'd experienced was systemic emotional exclusion. She gave me an assignment to go through my old things. I found a letter from my father. He'd written it when I won a local art competition. He said I should always draw what I feel and that I was valuable without an audience. Reading that letter, I finally let the tears flow. 3 weeks after the wedding, I registered my own design studio, Carla Design. I received an email from a wedding magazine editor who wanted to feature my work from Lily's wedding. A new bride reached out and hired me for her wedding at Evergreen Manor. I signed the contract without hesitation. They didn't want me as a sister, but they couldn't ignore me as a designer. I no longer needed their approval. I had my own place in the world.